T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm finally reviewing Transformers Age of the Primes Leader Class Megatronus The Fallen. I say finally for the people who watch me every day, but for everybody else, here's this figure. As a bonus, I have another Prime Master Megatronus right here, which has his symbol. I forget what figure this came with. And I have the Prime Master that comes with, what's his face, Bomb Burst as a Pretender shell. And it can actually become a weapon. So, yeah. Here's that. Here's whatever that is. Yada yada. That's from 5 or 6 years ago. Never opened it. But let's get to it. Now, I don't know why I didn't review this sooner, because this has been one of my favorite leader class figures that I've bought in a while. I almost feel like this might be one of, if not the best leader class figure in the past, I don't know how many years. Because not only is he like he's not the tallest leader class we've got. Of course, like years ago, they used to be, let's say, probably about that much taller, with more plastic and lights and sounds and whatnot. But as far as what we've been getting in the past 7 years, he's a big leader class figure, and he's hefty and mostly filled out. And he comes with a ton of accessories on top of that. Typically, we'd get the figure, but not a lot of accessories. But let's get to this. He has these missiles right here. This is a part of his body, but it's packaged separately. We can just peg that right there. But after that, there's no reason to take that off anymore. I mean, I don't think there's even anything it can really connect to that will be helpful. And this right here, I'm going to get this out of the way. This is 3 pieces, but it just becomes one weapon. It's like keyed so that we can get that in there the way it's supposed to be. And he can technically hold both of these as weapons, so that is 2. But right now I'm going to make it 1 weapon right there. So it can either be like a mace with a blade at the end, or a like staff with a blade at the tip and that at the bottom. We have this right here. Now this, it's unsightly that it has that right there. But I think this is supposed to invoke Megatron, even though you know how things work. He's supposed to be like the first Megatron, or the first bad guy, if you want to say that. But you can do a lot of stuff with this. You could peg this to the back of his arm, so you can have it like that. You can have it on the side like a smokestack. Oh yeah, I didn't show that that does that. Or we could put it over his shoulder like Megatron, because he has a peg hole up there. Have it lean forward. His cannon, we can put it on his arm like this. We can put it here. Now he does have 2 ports right there. I kind of wish they put a second peg so it wouldn't swivel at all. I mean, it takes a little bit of effort to do it, but I don't like it being able to swivel. I want it like in place. It can also extend. You have it like that. Or we could put it over his shoulder, and since it has a hinge, it can just be like Galvatron. Or you can do what most people do, import this in there, and just have him with a big cannon right there. And this cannon is substantial. It's like it's like almost all the way filled in until you untransform it. Then you get some hollowness. But like this is a substantial weapon. And then the claim to fame for him is he's supposed to have energon that burns so hot that it turns into fire coming out of his body. So we have a few options. There's a peg right there. We can port that into his arms. And now that's blazing. And we could take this fire effect. There's a peg hole in the back. I do not know why. But we could port this back here so it's like he's an inferno. But anywho, let's look at his face up close. He looks like the Decepticon symbol because he's supposed to be what created the Decepticons, because Megatron took on his name and his likeness right there. But we all know that this face also looks like Soundwave, who is the real Decepticon symbol face in reality and not in the lore. But look at that up close. Like the butt is filled in. Like the most hollowness you could say is in there a little bit. And the bottom of the feet, but that's the bottom of the feet. So yeah, this is one of the best leader class they've made. Let's get into the articulation. The head is on a ball joint. You get that. You don't get any real wiggle, you get rotation. I do wish the neck was on a hinge that could look up more. Because of transformation, you get a butterfly joint, which is awesome. The arms go out to the side. Let's move this. Bicep swivel. The elbows bend more than 90 degrees. The wrists, because they're on a ball joint, can go in. They rotate, and the fingers open to accommodate things like you pegging this weapon into his hand. You do get a waist swivel. The legs kick back all the way. They kick up more than 90 because of the way they did this joint like a model kit. They go out, swivel. You get swivel above the knee. You get a 90-degree bend knee, slightly more than 90 to be honest. The feet kick forward. They kick back a little bit, and they rotate. Now, them being able to kick forward and back, that's why I was doing all this, because they don't like lock. It's like a Marvel Legends style situation. But he's awesome. I'll have comparisons later in this video because I only basically brought this to work with me right now. Alright, here is this Megatronus. I guess this is meant to invoke the Megatron colors of silver, black, and red. While this one is just gray with more gray. They both still have the Megatron symbols. They can transform into Prime Masters like this, which can actually still fit into the heads of the Titan Masters. Then we have Bomb Burst right here, who we need to plug that into. But these only had this much articulation, pretty much like the originals, Pretenders. Bomb Burst did, this is like I think this is a combo of his Pretender shell and his robot, but the Prime Master can fit into there, and now he's in charge of Bomb Burst body. I don't know, I guess Bomb Burst would probably be his own character, but I don't know. But to make him a weapon, we need to bring this forward and do that. And now he has a claw raking accessory, and he can work with this guy like that. You just have to ignore that he has a whole robot under there and with arms on the side. All right, here's the Fallen next to the other primes I've reviewed so far on my channel. I still have Micronus, Onyx, and Alpha Trion on hand. I need to buy Quintus. Here are two other leader class Megatrons, and I could have swore he was taller, but I guess I'm remembering things wrong. Yeah, why do I remember that? But He's taller, bulkier, and definitely comes with more accessories than 86 Prime and 86 Megatron. And 86 Megatron was supposed to be $5 more than this cost. This dude has a lot going on shoulder and backpack wise, and basically didn't come with any accessories besides this removable cannon. So there's that. And wait, let me make his legs less A-stance. But he's still the shortest out of all of these. Here's my previous review, Astrobots Atlas. Here's something I didn't think about during that review. Because the sword has a magnet in it, it can stick to these screws on his back. And let's see if I can zoom in on this. Here's something I just didn't know. Like, it has that piston action that's in the knees. It has that in the elbow. But it's typically on the back, so I didn't notice that. Here is Voyager class Tarn and Commander class 86 Ultra Magnus. Transformation. I'm gonna take these weapons off of him. And if I had the fire on him, I would take that off. But we can rotate the forearms 180. Then take the hand, push it forward, rotate the hand and make sure it's actually straight. So we can go ahead and shut that. Same thing over here. This rotates forward. This rotates to the side, and basically like that. We can rotate the head around. And now we can go take this chest off. And I'm going to do this now. Rotate the waist around. But we can bring the arms out right here. There's a hinge down there. Get that stretched out. Pretty much leave it like this for now. Up here, we can take this and rotate it and bring all of this forward to get it out of the way. These can come up to become the treads. You don't have to do it. You can do it like this, but I'm bringing this out to the side. This comes out on a double hinge with a rotation, and there's a peg that pegs into the top of that. Rotate. There's a peg that goes into a hole up there. Lining that up can be difficult sometimes. But now that we're here, we need to basically get this into this orientation right here. Like, lift it up so the head is down, but have this like this. So that, not down, like this. So that this peg right here on the inside of the treads can go into that slot. Oh, come on, you. This peg, sorry, needs to go into this slot. All right, I've done this multiple times, especially to get ready for this video. But now this thing is like wiggling all over the place now that I'm behind the camera. You just squeeze that together. All right, the legs. Or we need to push these things up. I'm gonna take this butt flap and bring that down like this. The legs can rotate. This thing right here, which locks the treads in place, needs to come up. Now that the treads are not in place, we can bring this down, push the foot up in there, and then shut the treads back. Open this up, shut that, and now we can take this hip, dislodge it, which takes some effort the first few times, and keep raising it until it gets up onto that lip. Right here like that. Dislodge it. Bring it up to the bottom of his thigh. Make sure the legs are straight. And now we can take these two panels and peg them onto this purple thing. Now we can take this right here, there's a peg here and there. Peg that into there. Bring this down, peg it, squeeze it into place. Now we can take these double hinges that requires butterfly joints, move them midward, take this cannon, pull this back right here, stretch this out, take this peg on the side and port it into the hole that's right there. Accordion this double hinge over here and make that meet up over there. Straighten things to your liking. And now he is a Cybertronian tank. Wait, you see how that is? I'm gonna push that down. All right. But yeah, here's my problem with this. I wish there was a peg hole right here, or you could have it angled like this, and I wish they had another peg that could slot in here, but that doesn't work. So depending on how you squeeze this, you could end up doing what I just did. But it has wheels, it rolls now. It wheels there. So the turret can rotate. This can go like that or rotate. This can rotate and rotate back. Now it can technically like lift up, but yeah, it stops on this. So you can like lift it up and the barrel will move with it. If you don't want this on there, this is what he'd look like. You can store the gun. I mean, not the gun, this weapon right here. There are pegs there and peg holes on the side. So we could just have it like that. This also doesn't peg into a secondary thing. Unless no, it does. Back here, I'm lying. Pegs back there, secondary. So that's good, they thought about that. And then if you want him flaming in this mode, we can take this peg and port it into that. Then you can decide what you want. Do you want the front to be flaming, but then it'll be in the way of the barrel, or we could put the flames back here if you want, but it'll be in front of this gun. So I guess they're meant to be back here, and I'm trying to figure out the way because they're shaped reverse, they mirror each other. Or you put the flames on the side right there if you want. And of course this is blast effects compatible, so if you have any siege blast effects, there you are. Bonus thing right here, he has like this emptiness right here. You can actually take Prime Masters or Titan Masters and sit them there. I don't know whether that was intentional. I would assume that it's intentional because they put little spaces for Prime Masters and other figures like freaking their HasLab Fire Convoy. But there's that. They can fit in there. You can roll it around without them falling out, which is cool. So he's being piloted by two alternate reality versions of himself. All right, vehicle mode comparison. Here is my comparison slave right now, Wheeljack, a deluxe car. Here is a Voyager truck, one of my other comparison slaves right now. I didn't review him yet, but here is Alpha Trion in his alt mode. Vaguely, like super close, oh boy, focus. super close to the same length, but not anywhere near the scale because he's bigger. And here is Megatron. And he is bigger than Megatron in this mode, but the way they transform is way different. I guess he's condenses to the size of like Blitzwing, the leader class Blitzwing. Well, yeah, there you are with those comparisons. Reverse transformation. I'm gonna take these fire things off. Take this off. And I'm going to unpeg one side so we can get this gun out. You take this, put this like that, and accordion the cannon. This does like lock into place if you have it stuck all the way in. Anywho, I'm gonna unaccordion the butterfly joint things again. Open this out, like just to get that out the way. Now we can lift up on these two panels. Take the feet, we're gonna open this up, lift the foot up, bring the tread in, and go ahead and shut this so we can have space to close this on top of the treads. Bring that down, lift that up, shut this on the treads. Now we can hit like that to get that out of the way. Bring that down, rotate the knees, bring these two down so we can rotate the waist. And up here, we can let these Prime Masters fall out, but we can detach this, move this back out the way, go ahead and bring this down, rotate it, and bring it down. Bring that down, rotate it, bring it down some more. Shut these on the back. Push these back into their place. We can take this, swing this out so that we can rotate this, make it flat. But before we can do anything else, we need to get this back into its place. Bring that down, so up, forward, and then back. They peg into some pegs right there. And now we can bring this chest back over, rotate his head around, take the hands, open this up, bring the hand out, rotate the forearm. Same deal over here. So you can see that door is actually sturdy. Bring that back, lift this up, bring this up, rotate that forward to finish his look, because he is a Megatron or Megatronus. Put the cannon back on him. Everything else is optional. And yeah, thank you all for watching this. Until next time, T-Man 978 out of here.
Figure action.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.